What?
What the hell is even that?
Obsession is the most unsettling movie I have ever seen, and definitely within the last few years of going to the theaters. Before we get into my review for this movie, I do want to let you all know there is going to be slight spoilers in this video. So if you have not seen Obsession, go to the theater and go see it because there will be spoilers in this video. All right, Obsession, it's a love story. It's also a tale as old as time. Be careful what you wish for. And the other very important lesson we have learned between this movie and Weapons, quit playing with sticks. All right, so our character, Bear, he's our lead male actor in this movie, is in love with this girl. Her name is Nikki. He has feelings for Nikki. He wants to tell her that he's in love with her and he has feelings for her and wants to pursue a relationship with her. But Bear, like many of us who can connect with him, is a little awkward, doesn't know how to tell his feelings and open up to Nikki. So what does he do? He ends up going into like this little witchcraft shop. He ends up getting this one wish willow. He makes a wish, he breaks a stick, and boom, our plot takes over. Nikki becomes infatuated with Bear to the point where it's toxic and it's horrifying. First off, the girl that plays Nikki, Indy Navarrete, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Holy cow. This girl's acting in this movie is phenomenal. Straight up, she deserves to win awards off of her performance. She did so good. She's essentially playing like three characters mixed up into one. Does phenomenal. What she does in this film in the creepy scenes, are creepy. Such a good job. Hand clap for Indy. I hope to see her in more roles because this was a breakthrough performance for her. Next, as we're going into the movie, I don't know what's going on with Hollywood lately. They did it with Punisher, One Last Kill, and they do it in this movie. Yo, can we chill out with the stuff involving animals in this movie? I'm not going to go in what happens to Bear's animal in here, but like, calm down. Me being an animal lover, oh man, it hurts even more seeing animals involved in things. And what they do in this movie, a lot of stuff in this movie, it's freaking disgusting. So going in the movie, the way the movie is shot, I have to say, as a horror movie, these are immaculate shots. What the director does in this movie with shadows, low lighting, making you focus on things in the background, making you question if you're seeing what you're actually seeing, phenomenal work. This is the type of horror I like. You all know I've said it before, I don't do well with horror movies. A lot of times I can't stand horror movies that rely on jump scares. Glad to say Obsession does not do that. There is a scene in here where Nikki is watching Bear sleep, and the way she does it by standing in the corner when Bear wakes up, the lighting is done so well. You're like, is that a coat rack? No, man. It's Nikki just standing watching him. And her movements she does with her character when she is possessed by the freaky Nikki. Oh my goodness. Nightmare fuel. Even talking about it now, my hair's starting to stand up. Such a great way to introduce the horror that's not reliant on jump scares. This movie is a creepy vibe. The way that I could explain what this movie is, I would say it's invasive. It gets all up in your bubble. It's cringeworthy. The vibe they are going for is unsettling, and they do a fantastic job in these scenes. We've all seen the scenes on our TikToks and our social media, the dinner scene where Nikki just starts screaming, no, 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 no. Great. While you're sitting in that scene, you feel for Bear in that moment. You're like, man, come on. Can we stop with this? Like, I don't want to be a part of this. Everybody who's been on a bad date or had a bad relationship, I'm sure you can relate to something like this. And there's multiple shots where this happened. We have a scene where Bear leaves and Nikki's just sitting smiling at the door as he leaves, and it focuses on her for entirely too long, but they do it on purpose. You're like, all right, like you're so uncomfortable. You're like, all right, can we get it moving? Can we get out of this? This is so like skin crawling, and they do a phenomenal job with these scenes. There's a scene where they're at a party, they're playing like the drinking Jenga game, and oh my goodness, if you've been at parties before, there's always been that one instance where you can talk about somebody that's awkward at the party. Man, they do a great job with that scene too. Going back to Bear, Bear's character is a piece of trash. Him and Ian both are just pieces of trash, and this friend group really isn't that great of a friend group. I think Bear's name, I don't think his name is actually Bear. I think it's short for Dingleberry because he is such a shitty human being in this movie. He makes this wish. He wants to undo the wish because Nikki starts doing some crazy stuff because she is obsessed with Bear because of the wish he made. But man, there's a scene in here where you really start to empathize with Nikki because she is sleeping and the demon that takes over her is asleep, but Nikki's conscience is coming through her and she's asked Bear like, hey, please kill me. She's asleep. Do not wake up the entity. Please kill me. Get rid of this. And Bear, instead of helping out or, doing something to end Nikki's suffering, what does he do? He's selfish. He's selfish the whole movie. He goes, what's so wrong with being with me? And she tells him, I've never been with you. And Bear, instead of trying to fix the situation, continues to go on and just prolong Nikki's suffering. He's a garbage human being. He's actually the true villain of this movie. Obsession has to do with Bear's obsession with Nikki. It's not the other way around. And I found that fascinating in the film. There's a lot of character dives you can do in on some of these characters. So yeah, as we approach my rating, I gotta say, this movie completely went past any expectations I had. I wasn't even going to go watch this film. The hype that this film was getting on social media started to pique my interest, so I got curious and wanted to go see it. Boy, am I glad I did, because I'm going to be completely honest, folks. This is one of the best horror movies I think I have ever watched. It definitely is in recent memory. The last few years, this is by far one of the best films we've had. For my rating for this film, I cannot believe I'm going into this rating myself, but I can't think of a single thing that I found wrong with this movie. There is no stupid IQ that, plays on a lot of horror movie character tropes. We don't have that in this film. Stuff that happens, you would be realistic. You're like, okay, I can do that too. And oh my goodness, folks, I'm giving Obsession a perfect 10 out of 10. That's the second 10 out of 10 I've given in the last few months. The movie is just that freaking good. I cannot believe how good of a film this is. This is a horror movie I would end up watching again and again, folks. I don't even like horror films. I don't do well with fear and that type of stuff, but this movie's phenomenal. This one could become a classic. I think this could, I dare to say it, and I never use this word because of the implications I'm putting on the film, but this could be a horror masterpiece. This movie is a top contender for best movie of 2026. It's right up there with Project Hail Mary. I'm going to go ahead and give the nod to Project Hail Mary as of right now, but if you wanted to make an argument for Obsession, I understand completely. Go see this movie in theater. It is so good. For those of you that are getting in new relationships, if you're thinking about taking your new romance, your new whatever you're trying to have to this movie as a date, you might want to hold off on it, because if you plan on, ever pursuing something long term, this movie might make you second guess it. This movie, it kind of scarred me. I'm okay being single for a long time after watching this. The atmosphere in this movie, phenomenal. The pacing, phenomenal. The use of background horror elements with the lighting, low lighting, the shadows to show when Nikki is being taken over by Freaky Nikki. Fan-freaking-tastic. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Coda's Cove. Hey, we got Mandalorian Grogu coming up, as well as some other films coming up, so stay tuned for the content. Make sure you leave a like, be a friend, tell a friend, come on down to the Cove, because the water's fine.